Do you love Stardew Valley? Of course you do. It really is one of the best games ever made. If you're a parent to a young child, it's inevitable that you'll want your child to share in your passions. You'll get them listening to your favourite music, watching your favourite TV shows and movies, but also playing your favourite games. There are a lot of games out there that just aren't suitable for small kids. But you'd think that with Stardew being so wholesome, it would really be easy to get your 4-year-old into it. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you've tried to do just that and lost your mind. Well, don't worry, I've got your back, fellow parents. I'm That British Mo, and in this video I'm going to show you the methods I used to get my daughter playing Stardew Valley when she was just 4. As usual, I'll be doing all this in my very relaxed style with no mods or exploits, so you can use these tips on any platform. When you first introduce your kid to Stardew, you're going to be so excited to show them all the things about the game that you love. Your favourite NPC, the best farming crop, how to win the egg hunt, and make subtle jokes about Lewis's shorts. What I need to tell you, in the nicest possible way, is there's a very high chance your kid won't care. They're not going to care about watering crops, or spending all day fishing to make money. They won't care about who you want to romance, and they're certainly not going to give a damn about why you think Clint is super creepy. You have to remember that for most young children in this day and age, the rewards need to be sooner rather than later. The concept of grinding to achieve a goal that will come to fruition many hours or days later will have them bored and itching to get away. Without getting into a parent-child therapy session, what we're faced with here is a conflict of interest. As a parent and seasoned Stardew player, you want your kid to appreciate the nuance, storyline, gradual progression and coziness of Stardew. As a child, they will want cute things, and yeah, cute things. They might like watering a seed once, but task them to do it every day and they will give up faster than Pam can down a pale ale. So what's the solution? How do you find a compromise where you can still bring the joy of Stardew to your child and have them fall in love with the game? I can tell you what worked for me after a lot of trial and error, and although your kid will be different to mine, hopefully you can take some of these ideas and refine them for what works for your kid. The most important lesson I can give is this: forget everything you know about efficiency, maximizing profits, and utilizing most of the day. Forget the community center or the JoJo route. You will only become frustrated and give up when your child doesn't respond to your urgent pleas of making sure that they get back in bed by 2 AM. You and I understand that time in Stardew is precious. The clock is ever ticking, especially in multiplayer, and so our anxiety runs high the closer to 2 AM it gets. But your child doesn't know this, and honestly, they don't need to. Knowing this is one thing, but overcoming it is quite another. So how do we combat this and the other issues that we'll face? I'm going to start a new farm and walk you through all the things you need to get up and running with your kid on Stardew in a way that will hopefully have you laughing together instead of being at each other's throats. If you're playing on a PC, I suggest getting a controller for your kid, unless they're very proficient with a keyboard and mouse. I know that those of us who belong to the PC master race generally abhor controllers, insisting that all players should play with a keyboard and mouse, but remember, your child isn't you, and for a child's hands and their level of coordination, a controller is a lot easier to use. I've created my farm in the co-op section and chosen the Meadowlands farm. The main reason for this is the chicken coop and the 2 chickens you start with. Trust me, you're going to want this. Select the number of extra cabins that you need, depending on how many of your kids will be joining you, and share all the money. After you build your character and you have your kid join and build their character, go into the settings and adjust a few things. First, set the toolbar to remain at the bottom of the screen. Turn on the tool hit location and turn off always run. Yep, you heard me. Turn it off. Younger children will need time to adjust moving a character on the screen with an input device. It will take a while for them to position themselves correctly at a door, at a crop, chest, etc. The faster the character moves, the more difficult it is for them to coordinate. In a very short space of time they will learn this skill, but until then let them walk before they run, so to speak. It also helps if they're struggling with the analog part of the controller to use the D-pad to move around. It may take them some time to get out of their house at the very beginning. They'll want to explore, click on the TV, the fireplace, move things around, and so on. Let them take as long as they want doing this. It will help them learn the controls and get familiar with the movement and graphics. In the meantime, you should head over to Robin and have her move your child's house right next to yours. Your kid will enjoy experiencing the game alongside you, and they'll love having their house near you. Although to be fair, they'll probably just go and sleep in your bed every night anyway. It's useful to make a chest early on and let your kid drop in the things that they're not likely to need. The pickaxe, for example. The less tools they have to choose from, the less overwhelming the game will be. In my case, my daughter got obsessed with chopping trees and building chests. That's all she wanted to do, so I let her go crazy. She had built 10 to 12 chests, just putting single items in each one, color coordinating them and having the time of her life. It's very important at this stage to remember that you're not playing to win. You're not playing for the community center or to achieve any actual goals. The purpose of this playthrough is to let your kid explore the game and enjoy the different things on offer. To this end, it is key that you don't stress them out with tasks or time limits. If it's midnight and they decide they want to walk around town, you can point out that the farmer has a bedtime. And if they're out after that time, they'll fall asleep outside and wake up tired the next day and lose some money. But if your kid still wants to do that, let them. It doesn't matter. And what will you do during this time? Simple. Make a little money. Plant your parsnips and take your kids shopping with you to buy some seeds, if they want. Let them make the purchase and even let them choose what to buy. It doesn't have to be the best crop of the season, just something that they can plant and you will maintain. Show them the process of hoeing and planting and watering. They may enjoy this or they may hate it. They may only want to water that seed once every few days. If you really don't want them messing with your crops, let them have their own little front garden that they can tend to. They can water it when they want and harvest it when it's ready. If your kid has watched you play Stardew, I can pretty much guarantee that the thing that they will be most excited about are the animals. This is why you want to start with the Meadowland Farms, as you get 2 chickens for free as soon as you begin. Your child may not want to water plants, but they absolutely will want to pet those chickens every single day. Again, don't worry about mayonnaise machines or making as much money as you can. If your kid picks up an egg and eats it, who cares? Just let them have their fun. Over time, as you slowly make more money, you can buy a barn and get some cows and other animals as well. But for now, be happy knowing that you didn't need to raise the funds for a coop and chickens right away. The other main activity your child will likely enjoy is meeting all the villagers and giving them presents. Whilst they're exploring and walking around, you can do the work. Get in the mines, get fishing, make some money, collect together gifts for people that your kid can give, and open up more fun things for your child to see and do. If your child isn't reading yet, it's always fun for you to try your hand at voice acting and give the different NPCs silly or funny voices, which your kid will appreciate. If they are reading or learning to read, have them read some of the dialogue out loud, and then you can always feel as though you're helping them with their education. Who said games can't be learning tools, am I right? Depending on the age of your little one, I wouldn't take them into the mines too soon. It can be stressful trying to kill creatures, watch your health bar, remember to eat food, and mine all at the same time. It's stressful for adults. Imagine what it would feel like for a 4 or 5-year-old. They would probably enjoy chopping trees or mining rocks on the farm. Even better, let them use the scythe to clear all the weeds. It doesn't take any energy and makes a very satisfying swish sound. See? If you get yourself a silo soon, you won't even care if they cut all the grass. With the money you're making, it's a good idea to let your kid get involved in buying things. I mentioned before that they can buy some seeds from Pierre, but you can also go and let them buy some things from Gus, Willie or Marnie, if you can catch her at work and not staring at the microwave. They'll really like getting involved and spending all your hard-earned cash, just like in real life. The last tip I can give you is really just follow their lead. Some days, they'll just want to lie in bed, and other days they might want to go out to the ocean and watch the water. The advantage of having you there in the game is that they don't need to worry about the logistics. They will slowly get the hang of the basics of the game, and as they see you doing the work, they will naturally become curious and want to get involved. So don't fret that your kids aren't learning the proper way to play Stardew. They will, but whilst they are young and carefree, let them be just that, and you'll see that they'll come to love and appreciate Stardew just as you do. They're just getting more of a gentle introduction to it that is appropriate for their level of understanding. I really hope that you found this quick guide useful. If you've got young kids and you've successfully managed to get them playing Stardew, please comment below and let us know what you did to make the game accessible for them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to our wonderful channel members. Their support really helps in keeping this channel going. Michelle Aromi, Shadow Danny, Bim94, I'm Not a Shrimp 83, Ams, and Winter. Thank you all so much for your membership. If you'd like to become a member and support the channel for as little as 99 pence a month, just hit join below.